Hey, what up? I'm back publicly pondering and contemplating, particularly around the expression of faith, which I have decided to cast my lot in, that is Christianity. That is, looking at some notes here, that I have decided to cast my lot with, and that is Christianity. What a amazing expression of faith it is. That is not to the chagrin or the denigration of any other expression of faith. It's just the one that I have chosen. It is the vehicle that I've decided to ride in to better understand the divine. It is the vehicle that I have decided to ride in to pursue my curiosity beyond the material. And I think it is a practice. I really believe that Christianity at its best is a practice. I recognize and understand religion. Um, but man, if we observe the movement of Christianity, and that's what it was a movement inside of Judaism. If we look at Jesus's life and the practice of a prophet and a mystic, which is what he fits, which is a truer sense of his identity, and not this construct that we have created to better fit the institutions and the empires that have bore, in many instances, misrepresented and used his name and his teachings. But I think Christianity, in its purest sense, is a practice. It is a spiritual practice. It is a modality. It is a way of thinking. It is a way of showing up in the world. It is a way of assessing your environment through a particular kind of a lens. And I think that is beyond and even bigger than religion. In my estimation, as good as religion has been, and I guess still is for many, I believe that it has imposed limitations that have been hurtful to particular groups of people. But see, when you begin to look at something as a practice, I think it removes boundaries. I think it eliminates limitations. I think it broadens our thinking. I think it helps us to reimagine the unimaginable. I think it helps us to try to interpret the uninterpretable. I think it gives us a greater appreciation and value as we enter into this relationship, in the words of Hegel, with the unmoved mover. Dr. Howard Thurman, in his book, The Creative Encounter, talks about the inward sea. Religion cloaked in the empire, religion cloaked in capitalism, religion cloaked or exercised as an instrument of power and prestige and position, views its engagement with the divine from an external perspective. But Dr. Howard Thurman talks about this inward engagement that then produces an outward expression. And I think that is best found in viewing Christianity through the lens of a spiritual practice. Dr. Howard Thurman also says in this book, The Creative Encounter, and I'm paraphrasing, the religious experience is at its profoundest, or in its profoundest dimension, is in God finding man and man finding God. He calls that the inner witness. Pre-Constantinian power. This faith, this walk, this construct and concept was a practice that was mystical, that was mysterious, that was broad in its thinking, that ebbed and flowed, that moved. That it was the very opposite of the rigidity that we find in religion. And so I want us to consider the power of Christianity as a practice and not merely as a religion. I think if we begin to view Christianity as a practice that helps us understand better the divine, I think the benefits are so amazing. I think it becomes freeing emotionally, freeing psychologically, freeing spiritually when we are no longer confounded by the imposition of religion and all of the things that comes with that. All right, I'm out. Just another public pondering from Twisted Theology. Peace.